The biggest story in the NFL this week is the trade of Julio Jones from the Atlanta Falcons to the Tennessee Titans. This is a guy who's going to go to the NFL's Hall of Fame, and at 32 years old goes from the only team he's known in the NFL to a new one. Certainly that doesn't happen often, right? Amazingly, it kind of does, which got us thinking. Are there other Hall of Fame wide receivers who have been traded at the heights of their careers? Yeah, there have. Here are the top 10 plays from Hall of Fame pass catchers who have been traded. Let's start with number 10, a guy who put up huge numbers with the Packers the first decade of his life, and then goes to the Raiders, and then is traded to the Bills. James Lofton, AFC Championship game. The Bills had never been to the Super Bowl. The first touchdown of a blowout victory is James Lofton, who was playing for years in Green Bay on teams with Lynn Dickey that were not going to the playoffs, shows up in Buffalo and gets a chance to go to the Super Bowl his first year with the team.
Get off.
Lofton, look at this guy. 2 times he spins. James Lofton, part of those great Bills teams. He would play in 3 Super Bowls with the Bills and, of course, go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. James Lofton, we see you.
And we see you, T.O. 2004, it's his first year with the Eagles. What a sensational season from him. They're in Cleveland. McNabb looking. Oh, look, there's 81. Every other catch was a touchdown. Now he gets up, and there's always extracurriculars with T.O. He sees something that he's running to. Check out the sign that he disagrees with. T.O. has B.O. I got to tell you, it's a funny sign. I don't mind it at all. I actually think it's really hilarious.
I like
then
it.
T.O. gets another touchdown, and he goes for another sign. This one's not funny. It has to do with a rat. If you were covering sports at the time, you remember that. There was a lot of animosity between he and the Browns quarterback, and he rips it down. T.O., incredible.
All right, so Jerry Rice spent 16 seasons with the 49ers. And then he went to the Raiders. Do you guys remember this? This was the wildest thing ever. It's like when Hulk Hogan went NWO. We was like, really? Jerry Rice, the best receiver of all time, wearing the black hat? And he's out here routing dudes up. How about this throw? Fourth quarter, Rich Gannon lost it up, and it's a touchdown. He celebrates with the black hole, and he had 9 catches for $183 in year 17. Wow. Damn, he was good.
Kyle wants some more T.O. Want some more T.O.,
Yep.
Kyle? Let's do this. 2007, this is Sunday Night Football, bright lights. Oh my God, this one-handed catch. This is T.O.'s second year in Dallas. Tony Romo fakes the handoff. I mean, are you kidding me? He snares it with one hand for the touchdown. Cowboys go on to win it. The Giants would take the playoff rematch later that year, back in 2007, leading to T.O.'s infamous "That's my quarterback" speech. So love the moment. It lives in infamy in NFL lore. I love it. T.O. twice already on this list.
One-handed catch to another, Kay. After 12 years and 5 first-team All-Pro awards, Tony Gonzalez gets traded to the Falcons and just puts on a show in his first year with the team. This was a gem he had on a Sunday Night Football game. 3rd and 3. Look at this, is a tight end, guys. With the toe drag swag, with the one-handed catch. Matt Ryan throws the pass a little high, but Tony takes care of the rest. He'd go on to make 4 more Pro Bowls with the Atlanta Falcons and be a first-team All-Pro selection in each of his 5 years. Hall of Fame player Tony Gonzalez, great dude as well.
Hollywood Hogan is back. Look at Jerry Rice again. This is Monday Night Football, week 10 rather, Mile High. Gannon's going to throw him a wobbler, but Jerry gets it anyway. The significance of this, his 200th touchdown. 200, I said. He finished with 208. Emmett second with 175. Side note, Rich Gannon, this would be his 8th straight completion in this game, in the middle of setting a then record 21 straight completions on his way to the MVP. Wow. The Raiders, of course, will go all the way to the Super Bowl and get absolutely pasted by the Buccaneers. But this was a great night. 200 touchdowns.
All right, so after Randy Moss proved to be the best wide receiver in the world with the Minnesota Vikings, they trade him away inexplicably. And of course, I was sitting back saying, why would you trade away Randy Moss? He makes this catch over Darrelle Revis. This might be the smoothest, the coolest, the nicest catch ever over Darrelle Revis. Darrelle Revis kind of grabs at his hamstring like so many DBs have done throughout their career trying to guard Randy Moss. You know what's wild, though? The catch was crazy. One of the best ever. Revis held him to only 2 catches on 10 targets. So Revis actually locked him down.
I love it. All right, let's go to 2000. I want high stakes. You don't get higher than this. It's the AFC Championship game. I probably have 25 seconds to talk because this is Shannon Sharpe just shredding and running and dicing through the entire Raider secondary for a 96-yard touchdown. It was the second quarter, no score, 3rd and 18. Dilfer fired it quickly. It's crazy that a tight end did this at this time. It's crazy that it's the only touchdown scored in this entire game. The Ravens went on to win, low scoring, 16-13. Shannon gets his 3rd ring in 4 years a little bit later.
Let's go to the Super Bowl where T.O. showed us what he was all about, playing with a broken leg a couple of weeks later, shows up, and with that fractured leg still finds a way, with the tibia fractured and a torn ligament in the ankle, to have an insane game. 9 catches, 122 yards, leave it in one of the gutsiest performances in Super Bowl history. Here's the fourth quarter. Eagles are trying to come back from a 10-point deficit with under 8 minutes to play. T.O. catches this slant here, puts them in contention, and of course goes off for a 36-yard gain. Remember, broken leg, torn ligament in the ankle. T.O., don't ever question his heart and his guts. That was number 2. What's number 1?
2007, a 15-0 team is losing in the fourth quarter. New England against New York. Moss got it! Unbelievable drama through the dark night for the touchdown. This would be Randy Moss's 23rd receiving touchdown of the year, breaking Jerry Rice's single-season record. It's also Brady's 50th, which was a single-season record at the time. This was the precursor to the Super Bowl matchup. And then it was like New York had him. They had him for a second, and then Moss busted out, and eventually David Tyree signed a deal with the devil and now runs a smoothie shop in New Jersey. But that was number 23 from Moss, the all-timer, the first ballot guy. Look at this one more time. An unbelievable throw through the New Jersey night. These two teams really had it out for each other, and Moss got off as he did. Super Bowl would go to the Giants. This night was the Pats.
23 touchdown catches. It's truly insane. I'll make this note of that whole list. Jerry didn't win with the Raiders. T.O. never won with any of his teams a Super Bowl. Of course, Moss didn't win his. Tony Gonzalez didn't. Shannon Sharpe, the only one on that list to win a Super Bowl with one of these new teams, which makes me wonder, can Julio Jones be a difference maker? Can he get Tennessee over the top? We'll see. We do know we'll probably get 1 or 2 highlights that'll be on this list when we do this next year.